Where was that?
Chris, talked about this like 10 times. So Chris and I are working in a team here. I'm the spotter, he's the shooter. So as a spotter, I'm looking downrange, I'm looking for what the wind is doing down there, and I'm feeding him information on things he has to do in order to hit the target. This involves giving him his elevation and making a wind call for him and ensuring I try to get him on target. After he shoots and I see what happens downrange, I need some information back from him. Otherwise, I won't be able to adequately do my job. So Chris, can you go over calling your shots here?
Yeah, for me it's important to keep my head on the gun and keep my vision through the scope so that I can provide Corey some feedback. The number one thing I need to provide him is let him know, hey, either that was a dirty or was it a clean shot. And if it's a clean shot, that's just meaning that I kept my connection to the target, I was still looking through the scope, and I watched my reticle lift from exactly where he told me to hold. For instance, if there's no wind here, I'm just holding the reticle dead center. And if I watch the reticle lift because of how much connection I have, because of what my vision is doing, then I tell him clean shot or center. And that would be my call to Corey.
So working in a shooter spotter team can look a little bit differently depending on how you and the person you're working with want to communicate. So for me and Chris, when we're on target ready to shoot, despite where I give him a correction, say I tell him to hold 4/10 right, he makes his shot, he will report to me, if it was a good shot, 4/10 right. He's telling me where the reticle is lifting from. That's telling me he did what I told him to do, and then I can look for downrange effects, and then I can give him the appropriate information. If any correction is needed, I can give that to him quickly, right? And its efficiency is key here, right? So the wind is ever changing, conditions are ever changing downrange. So I don't want to sit here and have a conversation with Chris for 30 seconds, or he's staring at me and we're going back and forth. I simply want to spot downrange effects, give him his correction, and tell him to re-engage. So in other words, if he shoots, it was a good shot, but I see he was 2/10 left, I will tell him left 2/10, re-engage. He'll reload and he'll send that other shot, and hopefully we'll get a hit. So efficiency is key here, just because that wind is ever changing. If we're chewing up a bunch of time back here, it's going to become much harder to hit that target.
This is what it should look like.
500-yard target, up 2.8 mils.
Up 2.8.
Hold center, fire when ready.
Clean.
Right, 0.3 mils, re-engage.
Right, 0.3.
Impact.